Right.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
We've done Act 1 of this, but that's barely any. We've still got Act 2 and 3 to do. Oh my god, baby! Or we could just stand here and look at this baby the whole time. What's up? Nice horns. Right now. Focus, Maddie. He's so cute. Oh my god! I love him so much. Alright. Yeah, that's why I was late to stream. I'm in an extraordinary amount of pain. How do I get up there now? I always forget that I can't mute my mic that way. It's like, oh, doing nothing. I am determined to make sure we get a full schedule of streams until I have to go to Essex for a visit. I don't know what day that would be yet, because I still have to kick the last of this cold. I am, for all intents and purposes, better, but I've still got the niggly little bit of yuck. And I've got somebody extremely medically vulnerable at home that my family is. The main reason I'm going I can't go visit with the stinky cold, so yeah. There'll be more Biomutant tomorrow, and then something on Wednesday. We need to discuss that tonight. Biomutant on Thursday and Forbidden West on Friday, hopefully. I'm getting very low on Jedi's Survivor footage, so let's go talk to Professor.
Oh, you're here already!
Yep, my dad whipped up something fantastic as always. He's a great cook. He can turn any protein or vegetable into something delicious.
Nom, 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 nom.
No wonder you look so refreshed. That's the power of a good meal!
That's right. I was hoping to bring Uncle Coddle with me, but he wasn't home. So I guess you're stuck with me. Uncle Coddle is our chief, by the way. Who better than the chief to introduce you to the tribe, right?
True.
I've never given an official tour before, so I'm thinking I'll just explain things as we go along. Is that okay?
That's normally how a tour works, babe.
That sounds great!
Okay. Whew. Then let's start in that direction.
Okay. Very interesting game. Mm-hmm. There we go.
My place is over there. See that fruit stand out front? My house is right behind it.
You have a fruit stand in front of your house? Does that mean you grow the fruit yourselves?
You guessed it. My family runs a huge orchard.
Ooh.
We live really close to the main entrance of the tribe. So every morning, I wake up to the sound of all the people and carts on the road. That's also when my parents start work. So that's how I know it's time to get up.
And then you all work in the orchard together.
Well, knowing it's time to get up and actually doing it are two separate things.
She's so relatable. Oh my god. I love her.
Most of the time, I end up curling under the covers and falling back asleep.
Oh, Paimon gets you. Sleeping in is the best kind of sleep.
It is. It's golden.
When you have the traveler to wake you up, it's no big deal.
Next time I'm sleeping in and you can wake me up. We would never wake up.
No, that was just a joke. Don't scare Paimon like that, traveler.
Well, maybe you can both sleep in sometime. Once I get up, I usually help my parents around the house, head out for training, then come home for lunch. After lunch is when my parents do their delivery runs. So then it's my turn to work in the orchard.
That should be right about now, right?
Oh, Paimon would love to see the orchard. Can you show us?
Sure thing! We'll go right after this. But first, come with me.
Okay. Where are you taking us to, Veressa? Baby.
Take it easy.
Xianyun!
Oh, Coach Yan-san. Are you here to do some training?
Nope. Just doing some maintenance on the equipment here while I have some time. Oh, it's you two! Welcome to the Collective of Plenty.
What's up?
Look, I bought this at the stadium the other day. Wait, we've seen that graffiti design before. It's not easy to get your hands on one of these. I had to wait in a super long line.
Ooh, I bought a top with that design too. I hung it up right next to my bed.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Don't be shy. After everything you did for Natlan, you deserve the recognition. Oh, I meant to ask, what brings you out here anyway? We're just doing some adventuring. We don't have any concrete plans. We ran into Veressa on the road, and she was nice enough to lead us the rest of the way. She's even giving us a tour.
It's my pleasure.
Still keeping up with your training, Veressa? No slacking, I hope.
Yes, Coach. Did 3 full shuttle runs, just as you instructed, Coach.
Good. Then we'll continue with the training plan. As for your diet, actually, no dieting for now. As you are. Feel free to use any of the equipment around
I
here.
have a feeling
But
that
if you're planning
trying
to do
to
strength
get
training, make sure you have a spotter.
Veressa to go on a diet is probably not a safe idea.
Of course. Don't need to tell me twice, Coach.
Wait, but isn't a special diet a huge part of bodybuilding? Veressa doesn't need one?
She naturally has one.
Oh, it's kind of a long story. I suppose you could say Veressa is among the select few who have a natural gift. When she first started training with me, I started her on a standard training regimen and wrote out a simple recipe plan to give to her father.
But it left me so hungry. I couldn't even muster up the energy to make it to class.
Yeah, that was my fault. It was just your average nutrition plan, but Veressa's metabolism is something else. Once I studied her eating habits, I was able to tailor it to her needs.
Yeah, Coach is really thoughtful that way. Now I feel like I'm making real progress. And the training and classes are a lot more fun.
Veressa is currently my top student. She can lift even more than me.
Wait, but you're the coach and the victor of the pilgrimage.
Don't sound so surprised. This kind of thing is really common in the fitness world. Everyone starts from a different baseline.
Wow, that's amazing! Paimon would have never guessed.
That's kind of mean.
I'm not exaggerating either. Veressa is extremely strong. All she needs is a bit more confidence.
Oh, well, it's just because Coach is a great teacher. It didn't take much effort at all.
1 second. Just further proof you're an actor.
Oh, believe me, I'm not. I mean, sure, I can face a few monsters and lift some heavy training equipment. But I'm useless when it comes to fighting other people. I'm scared I'll hurt someone.
Oh, that makes sense. But what about the pilgrimage?
I've never placed or even made it out of the team stage. I'm not good at fighting actual people.
Oh my god, she's so pure.
When it comes to power, it's all about control. Take these weights, for example. It takes strength to lift them, yes, but also to control the weight when you set them down. True mastery means control during both motions.
I know that, and I can do it just fine during training. But whenever I have to face a real person, I start to doubt myself.
It'll come in time.
Thanks. I appreciate the support. As long as I keep training, I'm sure I'll get it eventually. Well, we should get going, Coach. I told the Traveler and Paimon I would show them around the orchard.
Sounds good. I hope you enjoy your time here.
Hello. Time to look at apple trees. And maybe more. Oh my god. The bow! Oh.
Good girl, Vanana. Thanks for guarding the house. Now, let me take a good look at you. Did you have another growth spurt?
Oh my god. I love
Hey, I was
them.
just taking a look, not inviting you to wrestle. Next time, okay? Oh, this is Vanana. She keeps watch over the orchard when no one's here. She's a tough little thing, but also a clingy baby at heart.
Oh, I love the baby.
Did you say little? She certainly doesn't look it.
Anyway, this is my family's orchard. Come on, I'll show you around.
Whoa, that's even bigger than Paimon
The
imagined.
baby's having a little nap.
Look at all the fruit. It looks delicious.
Nom nom nom.
This is the Collective of Plenty, after all. Being so close to the volcano makes the soil extra fertile. So everything that grows around here is amazing. Especially the fruit. We sell a lot to the other tribes, give some to family and friends, and keep the rest for ourselves.
Well, if you have to live next to a volcano, at least you get something good out of it.
That's right. Well, since we're here, why don't we pick some and have ourselves a little snack?
Hell
Wait,
yeah.
but didn't you just eat?
Yeah, but there's always room for dessert. Plus, we don't have to pick that many. A few dozen should do it.
A few dozen?
You know that fruit stand in front of my house? Well, as a kid, whenever my dad was working at the stand, I would tug on his shirt and ask for a piece of fruit. I would scarf it down in a heartbeat and then ask for another. Before long, people would gather around just to watch. My dad told me I made the fruit look so delicious, more and more people started coming to our stand, which, of course, made me want to eat even more. The customers would ruffle my hair and say, "It's good to have a healthy appetite. You'll grow up big and strong for sure."
Baby
I mean,
Veressa is
what
so
kid doesn't like a
cute.
compliment? So I would smile, which would get my dad to smile. And then my mom too.
Aw, that's so cute! Plus, free fruit whenever you want. Jealous!
With all that said, it also helped that our fruit actually tastes really good. And I'm not just saying that. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Oh, and there's an epic feast showdown in a few days, so we're providing a bunch of the fruit for the desserts.
Epic Feast Showdown?
Ugh, sorry. It's basically a speed eating contest. We need to prepare a ton of ingredients. So don't worry about anything going to waste. Okay, let's get picking.
Alright. Where should we start? Why is there a mushroom over there?
Oh,
There's mushrooms
that
all
kind of
over.
mushroom. They kind of appeared out of nowhere when we first planted the orchard. They grow really fast and don't require any water or fertilizer. Oh, and the flavor is amazing. You can grill them, stir-fry them, or even eat them raw. The flavor has almost a fruity taste to it.
Strange.
A mushroom that tastes like a fruit? That's a new one.
Maybe it was all the nutrients from the nearby fruit trees, maybe.
Yeah, that could be. Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, if it tastes like a fruit, then it fits right in. Who cares where it came from? Go ahead,
That's
pick as much as you
questionable
want.
philosophy.
Might as well get some mushrooms too, and I'll whip up something to eat.
Oh shit, this is the time thing.
Take it easy.
The wind knows it.
There. It's not over.
Into the wind.
A speed fruit picker
Whoa,
here.
that's quite the haul.
Well, you need a bunch of ingredients for the eating competition, right? Thought we'd give you some help. Oh, and you were right about the fruit. Paimon tried one, and it was one of the sweetest, juiciest pieces of fruit Paimon has ever had. You must sell out every time. Also, Paimon tried one of the mushrooms too. In a weird way, it really did taste like a fruit. We should call them berry shrooms.
When it comes to food, Paimon's judgment never fails.
Well, Paimon had multiple nations' worth of good food to refine her palate. Her taste buds never lie.
Well, thanks to your help, we can call it early today. Oh, I promised you a meal, didn't I? I'll be right back. I'm not the greatest cook, so it's nothing special. Still, high-quality ingredients are hard to mess up.
Don't sell yourself short. It looks great. Paimon can smell the umami from here.
Ooh. Nom, nom, nom.
Whoa! This is completely different from the raw taste.
Two distinct flavors.
I'm glad. This kind of mushroom is a favorite in the tribe, but it's not well known outside the Collective of Plenty. Actually, we're hoping to use the upcoming competition to introduce it to a wider audience. Uncle Atoli has been coming up with new recipes like there's no tomorrow. Hey, you two should sign up. only if you want to, of course.
What do you think, Paimon?
Oh, you mean the Epic Feast Showdown? Yeah, Paimon would love to sign up. She might not do very well, though.
Don't worry. You can tap out at any time. Nothing goes to waste. I'll take care of anything you can't finish.
Oh, good. Wait, aren't you competing too? Oh, then Paimon doesn't stand a chance.
You never know until you try. Besides, from what I just saw, it looks like you can hold your own. Well, anyway.
Welcome in. How are you doing today?
Oh, good point.
Guess I'll tag along.
Then let's sign up together. Time for Paimon to show these people what she's made of.
Hell yeah. No worries, Dave. I knew what was going on. That's okay. Appreciate you looking. It's alright, 60. Don't worry about it. Sorry, I'm just adjusting. Oh, I'm in a lot of
This scenery is wonderful.
intestinal
Surely enough to
discomfort
convince anyone to become a wanderer.
right now. So. Hi. Right. Sumik89? Hello? I hope I pronounced that right. There's an Oculus here.
The wind
And I
knows.
want it, so I'm gonna get it.
Into the wind.
I presume it's up here. But yeah.
One with nature.
Folks who plenty hurry have been super lazy. They combined tribal quest with Veressa's story quest. I mean, they did that with every other region, too. It seems like this is just the way that they are dealing with story quests in that line in general. At least in the tribal quests I've done so far. We're both separate. Well, you say that, but Sitlarli's story quest was the same as Masters of Nightwind tribal quest. And then yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that, like, they all... Because they don't have a story quest for any Natlanese characters yet, except for Ravika. They haven't actually released one except for Ravika this entire time. At least that's how I've been interpreting it. Because the event, this has happened for every single one of them. They release a 5-star for a region and then they do the Tribal Chronicle which follows them. In my eyes, this isn't any different than any of the others that they've done.
Oh, hey, you're here.
It's been a while. When Veressa told me you signed up for the Epic Feast Showdown, I could barely believe it. Sounds like Veressa might finally be in for a challenge this year.
Nope, probably not.
Honestly, I'm not even that good.
What's wrong? Sounds like you're still half asleep.
Just, hungry. It's competition day, so gotta show up with an empty stomach.
Not much longer, Varessa. Atoli's firing up the ovens as we speak.
Got it. I can wait.
About the competition. Usually you have to pay for the food if you don't finish. But when I heard you two were coming, I talked to Atoli and we agreed to waive your expenses.
Hell yeah.
Really? So we get to eat for free? Awesome! Now we can just take it easy and box up whatever we don't finish!
Please, it's our pleasure. You've done so much for Natlan. Just think of it as a small token of gratitude. When the Abyss invaded, we weren't hit with large waves of monsters, but the volcano became unusually active. As the Guardians of Tolan, we couldn't stand by and do nothing, so we immediately dispatched a team to the summit. Varessa was a key member of that team. Varessa?
Huh? Oh, right. Yes, I was there. I brought so many Saurus crackers with me that day. Sorry, not the point. There were abyss tumors all around the summit, agitating the magma and spawning all kinds of monsters. But once the Pyro Archon did her thing, we were able to smash them to smithereens.
Looking back on it, the goal was probably to hold us up so we couldn't send reinforcements to the areas around the stadium.
Good point! Your tribe must be full of great warriors with all the training you do. The Abyss really is a cunning enemy. Oh, and you mentioned something about the Guardians of Tolan? What does that mean?
That is a duty our people have held for generations.
Event quest is more interesting than versus story quest. I agree with you there.
The volcano is very important to us. It brings disaster, but also opportunity. Our people rose to the challenge of living in this environment, and in return, we get fertile soil and a thriving ecosystem.
See, we've got a lot of good content this update, but this is probably the weakest part.
That's right. The Natlanese are never ones to shy away from a challenge. Although, whenever we spot unusual volcanic activity, we always report it to the stadium.
Oh, so there's a lot more to this place than good food, huh? Hold on. Where did Varessa go? Wasn't she just here?
Oh, I just saw her leave. I thought someone must have called for her.
My guess is that she followed the scent of the food straight to the kitchen.
Probably.
Let's go check on her. Paimon understands the torture of an empty stomach better than anyone.
I'll lead the way.
Right. Am I going for check? I don't think I am. Because I've got too many people that I want. That I'm waiting for reruns on. I really need to start saving. I am too
delicious. Juicy
indebted.
mushrooms, melted cheese, mouth-watering steak.
God. Mushrooms, melted cheese, and
Ah,
steak
look
sounds
who it
amazing
is.
right now.
I thought I felt an intense energy around here. I know better than to get between you and your next meal.
Give.
The food just needs a few more minutes. Here, this should tide you over in the meantime.
Wait, is this priest meat stew? Thank you, Uncle Atoli!
Varessa! You really did head straight for the kitchen. What's up? You seemed lost in your own world just now.
Oh, it's you! Sorry, I completely spaced out just now. The next thing I knew, I was all the way over here with a bowl of stew in my hands.
See, I never. It's okay.
Don't worry about it. I think we can all guess what happened.
I always think I don't want characters until they're actually here, and then I want them. Like, I didn't think I wanted Varessa, but the longer I spend with her in the game. I'm like, I want her so bad. But now I need to wait for her rerun because I'd already planned for plans for my wishes this update.
Prep took longer than usual, so I had to push back the competition. Sorry for making you wait, Varessa, especially on an empty stomach.
No worries, Uncle Atoli. Your delicious soup fixed me right up.
Oh, that sounds more like the Veressa we know.
I become completely useless when I'm hungry. I really wanted to focus on the conversation back there, but no luck.
That's perfectly normal. It takes a lot of energy to train the way you do, so you need more food to make up for it.
Mm-hmm.
You two know what I mean, right? Try to do too much on an empty stomach, and you end up feeling weak and lightheaded.
Oh boy, Paimon's been there before.
So, when is the competition supposed to start? Not sure I can wait much longer.
One sec.
She
I'll go
just
check.
polished off a whole bowl of stew and she's like, more food, please.
Time to gather the contestants, Cuddle. The showdown is about to begin.
Hell yeah.
Let's head to the
My
venue.
apologies.
The food will be brought out shortly.
Ooh.
Finally! Oh, I'm so ready to dig in.
Me too. I hunger. But I can't eat it because this is a video game. Oh my god, look at that plate of food.
It smells so good. Veressa had the right idea. It's definitely worth the wait.
It looks great.
Yeah, we could maybe finish one portion between the two of us. And even that's a stretch. But one portion each? There's no chance.
Time to dig in. Thanks for the food, Uncle Atoli.
It looks so good. I can
Whoa.
actually like
Hold
smell it.
on. Veressa's plate looks completely different than ours.
I forgot to mention, the competition actually has 2 levels. The regular challenge and the Veressa challenge. The Veressa challenge is only for people who have completed the regular challenge in the past. It's named after Veressa because, well, so far, she's the only one who's been able to finish it.
You're kidding.
What an iconic move.
You had to invent a whole new challenge just for her?
Believe me, if Veressa competed in the same class as everyone else, the winner would be decided before the competition even started. What's the fun in that? Only one other person has come close to beating the Veressa challenge. And that would be the Pyro Archon herself.
Well, we could... Yeah, that fits.
Of course. She breezed through the normal level, but the Veressa challenge was still too much, even for her. Back then, it was all part of an investigation. You see, the Pyro Archon covers all expenses at the Weary Inn the night before the pilgrimage. And each time, Veressa's tab would show several dozen people's worth of food for a single person. The speaker's chamber thought something had to be wrong. Maybe there was a mistake in the accounts, or someone was trying to defraud the Archon. But
Nope.
once the Archon finally saw Veressa's appetite in action, that was that.
She's just an icon who
Whoa.
likes to eat.
Okay, so... You're saying Malika had these portions, and she just... breezed through?
Let's go for it.
You're right. Let's go. Paimon's gonna defend her honor with everything she's got! Whoa! Tender, juicy, grilled to perfection! It's delicious!
Oh, I want it.
Oh, you gotta try this one too, Traveler! It's amazing! Oh, and this!
I want food now.
And this one is... Alright. That's it. Paimon taps out. this time. And it doesn't look like we've made any progress. Oh, Paimon's ready to throw in the towel.
What happened to defending your honor?
Okay, Paimon's tried as hard as she could, but this enemy is too strong. You know what? There really should be a Paimon challenge. Paimon's smaller than the rest of you. It's no fair for her portion to be the same.
Yeah, but you've got hollow legs.
Let's hear it for Veressa, who has once again completed the challenge. And with a 10% increase in portion size, it's a new personal best.
She honestly doesn't even seem phased. Like, you could give her a whole other plate and
well
she'd be
done,
fine.
Veressa.
Amazing job! Oh, it's nothing. Uncle Atoli's food is just too good. I couldn't stop myself.
You actually finished it? Jeez, are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Why wouldn't I be?
You don't feel bloated? Or like you're gonna throw up? Oh, Paimon's so full it feels like she's gonna sink.
Oh, nope. I feel good, actually. Satisfied, you know?
Spoken like a true champion.
Thanks. This is my specialty, after all. Not that it's good for anything outside these competitions. If I'm honest, I'd rather be like you or Coach Yan-san. A hero brave enough to stand against the abyss.
Aw, don't worry, Veressa.
Yeah.
For someone as talented
rather
as
have
you,
a metabolism.
it's only a matter of time before you shine in the arena.
Ian-san, did you beat the challenge too?
Of course. The regular challenge is easy for me. I've attempted the Veressa challenge a few times too, but never even came close.
Still pretty amazing.
Okay, there has to be more to this than just appetite. Is there some kind of trick? By the end, it was like the meat turned into one big greasy blob and it was so hard to keep going.
Oh, that's when you balance it out with some mushrooms. The ones from my orchard. Well, that's what I did anyway. As soon as the food came out, I set a few mushrooms to the side so they wouldn't soak up too much oil. Or get too mushy. That way, you have something fresh and fruity to balance it out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's the secret. Use the mushrooms to cut through the heaviness.
That's right. You tried them yourselves, remember? If it tastes like a fruit, might as well use it like one. I think more
Oh my
people
God,
from
I
outside the
just
tribe
finished
would
my
beat the
drink.
challenge if they knew about that mushroom.
Pour another one. Un segundo.
Yan-san, some of the contestants are looking for you. Something about being ready to train?
They want to exercise. After all that food? Sorry, everyone. I should intervene.
Yeah, go tell them to take it easy.
Gotta let it digest.
Well, how did everyone do, Uncle Atoli?
Almost half finished the regular challenge. I believe that's a record.
Hell yeah.
Either the contestants are getting more experienced, or my cooking was extra good this time.
Everything was delicious, especially when it first came out all hot and steaming.
My mom stopped making me
thank you.
hungry.
When cooked at high heat, that mushroom has a special fragrance that really brings out the flavor of the other ingredients. Oh, and since you're new here, I should mention something else about that mushroom. It's an excellent addition to any dish, but there are actually two varieties. Red, which is the most common, and green.
Green.
There's not much to note about the red ones. Sell them, eat them, do whatever you want. But if you see a green one, it must be picked and eaten right away.
Huh? Why's that?
That's just what a scholar from Sumeru said when the orchard first opened. No one knows the reason. We just do as we're told.
Okay.
Whenever a green mushroom pops up in the orchard, I pick it and eat it. The flavor is identical to the red ones.
Okay, because that's not weirdly specific at all.
That is pretty sus.
Well, of course. Who wouldn't be intrigued by something like that? But curiosity isn't always a good thing, right?
Hmm.
Oh, by the way, Veressa, I'm almost out of red mushrooms. Could you run to the orchard and grab some more for me?
Of course, Uncle Atoli. I'm on it. Want to come with you too?
Why
What
not?
do you think, Traveler? Paimon wouldn't mind working off some of that food.
I'm intrigued about this mushroom.
Paimon will take that as a yes. Alright, let's go. Thanks for the food, Atoli.
Haha, my pleasure. But try to finish it all next time.
Okay. Right. To the orchard.
Time to go.
Meow. Baby. It just so happened that Yelan's ability ended there. I wasn't just doing that to say hi to the baby. Ba, 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 ba. Cha, bo, cha, bo, bo, cha, bo, cha, bo, bo, cha.
After that meal, I'm ready to tackle anything. Oh, something on your mind? Is it what Uncle Atoli said about the green mushrooms? Don't worry. He can be a bit dramatic sometimes. The green mushrooms don't appear that often. Besides, I check the orchard every day, and if I see one, I eat it. If anything, I wish there were more around here. Means more free mushrooms for me.
Hell yeah.
Wait, is that one right there? Huh. Talk about a coincidence.
So it really is green. There's more than one.
See? There's nothing special about it except the color. Give me 1 sec. I'll start a fire and grill it right up.
There's nothing special about it except the colour and the fact that we have to eat it right away. Lest we
Paimon's gonna
befall
pass
the
on this
terrible
one.
fate.
She's way too stuffed from earlier.
You mean why we have to pick and eat the green mushrooms right away?
Yes, suspicious.
To be honest, I'm curious too. The scholar looked really serious when he said it, but he never explained the reason behind it. Uncle Atoli has a point, though. Curiosity can be a bad thing. If we stop doing what the scholar said, something terrible could happen.
Hmm.
You could look into it at least. That's what an adventurer would do.
Yeah, but my tribe is more important. I love everything about this place. Maintaining the status quo is good enough for me.
Sorry guys, gotta blow my nose quickly.
I know the truth is important too, but I don't have the right to make a decision that could put the people around me in danger.
Very responsible.
In other words, deep down, I guess I'm just scared. Scared that change could mean losing control.
Oh, you're strong enough to uncover the truth. You're strong enough to command it.
Command the truth?
Yeah,
If fear is the only thing stopping you, let us shoulder the burden.
we don't have to stop following the scholar's orders. We can start by gathering information.
One character still doesn't have a voice. It'll be at the end. Okie dokie. We'll keep an eye out. The situation with the strike is a bit of a mess. I'm not going to get into it, but holy shit.
You have a point. You know, you remind me of another hero from our tribe. Her name was Fiatena. Just like you, she was full of courage and never stopped challenging and exploring the unknown. She's my idol. Actually, could you give me a moment? All I need is 3 seconds. Lady Fiatena, lend me your courage. 3, 2, 1. You're right. I can't keep running from the truth. I want to command it, just like you said. So, where should we start with the investigation? You probably have a bunch of experience.
I'm just saving for cryo DPS. I mean, it's fair enough. I have a lot of cryo characters.
Oh, the green mushroom, you mean? The taste is the same as the red ones. There's nothing special there.
Well, the traveler is a lot more perceptive than most people. He should at least give it a try.
Oh, I see. Well then, I'll grill some up right away.
Ooh, mushrooms.
So, notice anything, Traveler?
Nope.
Just like Varessa said. Guess it was the same for all of us.
Finally, a worthy devotee after all this time. Fascinating.
What the fuck?
Who said that?
No need for alarm. There is only one among you who piqued my interest, and that is the one with golden hair.
Oh, that's
Seeing as
me!
you all appear to be acquainted, I allowed the rest of you to hear my voice as well.
Oh, that's kind.
Now, I shall grant you all the honor of becoming my first subjects. And now.
Cut to the chase.
You were the ones who wanted to learn more about my origins. I merely granted your wish.
Origins? Wait, you're the green mushroom?
Okay, we're definitely tripping out.
So you do know how to use your brain, young one. But you'll excuse me if I have no interest in you. Craven and dull-witted as you usually seem.
Hey, watch it, buddy.
Be nice to Varessa, or
Let
I
me
will
remind you,
eat
it
your
was your
entire
own
body
curiosity
whole.
that started all of this. I see no reason for me to stand down. I only granted you this audience because I saw potential in you. I am the Sage Lord of Fungi. Serving me is a great honor, as well as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Sage Lord? Good one. Did you come up with that yourself?
Jesus Christ, I want savage.
You mock my name? Oh, all you do is make a mockery of your own taste. Of course, the Sage Lord of Fungi is too dignified for petty arguments with lesser organisms.
Sure doesn't sound like it.
Nope.
That's enough out of you. What's wrong with you humans? You should be full of reverence at this point.
Nah.
In that case, I don't know what went wrong, but you lack the trust and worship to be my subjects. So we shall have to table that for the time being. However, I am willing to share my sagely knowledge with you. I have all the answers you seek.
Okay.
As with all seekers of said knowledge, all you have to do is prove your sincerity, and we shall see if you're worthy.
Okay.
Look, more green mushrooms right in front of us.
These clones are my most loyal subjects, as well as the keepers of my secrets. If you want answers, then gather your wits and search for clues. I shall await your summons.
You know what this feels like? This
It might be
feels...
advisable to brush up on your devotion in the meantime.
This feels like we're addressing a panto villain. Like, that's a very specific feeling, but that's genuinely what it reminds me of. It's the exaggerated, like,
Her
villain
voice is
voice.
Finally, Paimon had
And
enough
the
of that racket.
Petty argument.
Talking
It's
in our heads without permission,
panto
spewing a
vibes.
bunch of nonsense. Even a Hal is better than him.
Definitely.
So, do you think what he said was true?
Kind of don't like
About being the
don't hate
Sage Lord
Hal
of Fungi
as
and all
much as other
that?
people.
Maybe, but most of it sounded like hot air to Paimon.
You may not know who he is, but we know he exists.
True. That conversation in our heads definitely was real.
And it proves these mushrooms aren't regular mushrooms at all.
I guess this is the beginning of our hero's journey then. So let's make like heroes and get to the bottom of this. So we can command the truth and this mushroom. Okay. That sounded a lot cooler in my head.
Well, we have one thing going for us. We've faced mushrooms before, and they're pretty pathetic as far as enemies go.
Such insolence!
Did you hear that? Sounds like someone's mad.
You're spying on us?
Triggered.
No response. Guess he's not gonna admit it.
Well, he said his subjects hold the clues to his secrets. Who knows if he was telling the truth? But we can't just ignore the green mushrooms, so let's start investigating.
Yes. Ba, 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 ba.
Okay, so this one is red. Ah! Fungus! It turned into a fungus! In that land of all places!
It's a fungus.
So this is one of his subjects? Well, it's kind of cute.
Bull warrior compliment? Much appreciate. No! Bull warrior natural enemy. Eat. Must resist.
Oh,
Careful, Veressa! This is a kind of monster from Sumeru. Even though it looks cute, it can still attack you!
A monster? Aw, that's too bad. I was hoping we could be friends.
oh. Gather your wits and search for clues.
Mercy! Mercy!
Oh,
The
baby.
food is sacred. Everything else, waste. That all I know. Promise.
It turned back into a normal mushroom. What's going on?
Guess it told us everything it knows.
You mean that food is sacred?
Well, that's a whole bunch of nothing. Let's go look somewhere else.
I mean, food is sacred. I like food. Nom 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 nom. You know what I'm craving right now? I'm craving like steak and a grilled mushroom. Oh,
Oh, a
cauliflower
green mushroom.
cheese.
And it turned into a fungus! Nice try, but you're not scaring Paimon with that one twice. Okay, let's go on the initiative. Hey, you! What's the whole food is sacred thing about?
As our Sage Lord stated, you must demonstrate your wits to receive the answers you seek. That means I should be the one asking the questions, not you.
Okay, so it turns out this one can talk. Fine. What do we have to do? Solve a riddle or something?
Riddle? Oh, I'm not good at that. Could you, give us an easy one?
Jesus Christ.
That sounds like a problem for your friends. Besides, did I say this was up for negotiation?
I'm pretty much a riddle master.
Enough chatter. Time for my question. Why are all the mushrooms in this orchard willing to become the subjects of the Sage Lord?
Ah, man! How are we supposed to know?
Because you're his clones, right? I remember him saying something like that.
Alas, no wits in sight. The answer could never be that simple.
Because he's a fun guy.
What? How did you get that so fast?
That's not a riddle,
Oh.
that's a joke.
It's that kind of riddle.
Sumeru mushrooms! Of course! Paimon can't believe she didn't think of this possibility.
He's got a channeler in a Sino.
Does that mean everyone in Sumeru is into puns? Huh. Is it because the people are so clever?
No, we just, have a lot of experience with these kinds of jokes.
Well, since you have proven your wits, I will now answer your question.
I do love
The
a pun.
act of eating is not only a physical necessity, but also a sacred ritual.
Okay.
Mushrooms like us are the Sage Lord's intermediaries. Incinerating our flesh forges a spiritual connection between you and the Sage Lord himself.
What the fuck?
Oh, so that's why he could speak to us in our heads.
Okay.
So you're saying if we want to talk to him again, all we have to do is eat more mushrooms?
This sounds like a drug thing. Oh my god, it really
No, we can do
does.
a regular mushroom. Oh, too late. And all we have is another cryptic message.
Well, if eating
my
is a
gosh.
sacred ritual, maybe we need to perform some kind of ceremony with special tools or something.
Oh, good thinking, Veressa. Let's try and ask the other mushrooms. Oh, but we should probably pick this one first since it's a green mushroom.
Ooh, mushroom. The way that they
Hey,
move is
there
so
are two
strange.
fungi over there. Looks looks like they're discussing something.
Have you figured out how you're going to test the humans?
Of course! Any random question should do the trick. They don't look very smart to me.
Wow, cool! You greencaps are so wise. Just like our Sage Lord. Huh, I'm so jealous.
It's all progressing as expected. I know exactly what they're going to ask. Oh, please, please tell us how to conduct the ceremony. And I shall respond. Nothing in life comes for free. You have two choices. Answer a question about the stars and moon above, or the dark abyss below.
Ew! And they'll say, no, I'm stumped. I can't think anymore, or my cap will explode into spores.
They're humans, idiot. They don't have caps or spores.
All right. Duh.
And then I'll say, you can't even answer the most basic of basic questions? Come back after you've studied for a few more decades.
Decades, huh?
Yeah. A few more decades.
Of course, they're so dense, it might actually take them that long to realize that. If eating is a ritual, then obviously the ceremony is the cooking.
I mean, obviously it's the cooking.
Did they just give us the answer?
Who goes there?
And you think we're the dense ones? Look in the mirror, buddy.
A floating pale organism out of nowhere. My cap almost burst into spores.
No, wait, don't disappear! At least explain yourselves first!
Back to regular mushrooms, huh?
So, we passed the test? Where's the sense of accomplishment? So much for gathering our wits. We didn't have to use our brains at all. Oh well. The important thing is, the Sage Lord of Fungi wants us to use cooking to establish a stronger mental connection with him.
Okay.
That sounds right. Uncle Atoli did say, when you cook this mushroom, the higher the heat, the better the fragrance.
Right! That was the case when you grilled them in the orchard too.
So,
Heat really does
such a
release
weird
their
quest.
flavor.
Oh my god. If we cook them just right, maybe we'll be able to see the Sage Lord's true form.
Okay, let's give it a try.
It's probably going to be a mushroom, if I have to bet.
Definitely. But we should probably explain the situation to Uncle Akadal and the rest of the tribe first.
Good call. It's best for everyone to be prepared.
A meeting of courage. There we go. Take the direct route. Gathers people from the tribe to hear Veresa's report on the mushrooms.
Huh.
Okay, so it felt pretty normal in the moment, but hearing it back does sound kind of, ridiculous.
This silence speaks volumes. They think we're crazy.
So, the mushrooms in the orchard are sentient. What a remarkable discovery!
Yeah, without your investigation, who knows what could have happened?
Who knows?
Thanks for looking into it, and for collecting all this information.
What a relief. I was worried it sounded like I lost my marbles.
It does sound far-fetched. After all, none of us have ever spoken to a mushroom. But we know you're not one to lie, Veresa. Besides, the origin of the green mushrooms has always been a mystery to us. Thanks to you, we now know something sinister could be going on. So, We should do our part to help.
Yeah, just let me know if there's anything I can do.
Wow, that didn't take much convincing.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, wait. You said the mushrooms needed to be cooked at high heat, right? I can do that for you right now. I'll be quick.
Mushroom.
All right, I'm back. I used cast iron, so it should be hot enough.
Whoa, it smells delicious! Suddenly Paimon's hungry again.
Well, here goes nothing.
Let's all eat mushrooms. Let's take mushrooms together.
Wait, that's his voice!
Looks like you stumbled upon the right path. But this temperature does not demonstrate even a fraction of the sincerity I require. Did you really think some common stove could generate enough heat to earn the acknowledgement of the Sage Lord? Humans are such a disappointment. You can solve my riddles when the answers are handed to you on a silver platter. But as soon as there are no more hints, not a shred of intelligence in sight.
Okay.
Do try and use your brain this time.
How did it go? Did you hear the voice?
Annoying menace of a mushroom! The Sage Lord of Fungi said the heat's still not high enough. Sage Lord of nitpicking, more like!
Still, the only way to figure out his goal is to keep playing along.
Not high enough, huh? I guess that means we need a more powerful source of heat.
Don't call Malika.
Attention, everyone! We need items that can generate intense heat. Anything you can find.
I'll see what I can do.
Leave it to me.
You've got a fucking volcano.
We should take a look too.
Definitely. We're not super familiar with this area, though. Do you have any ideas?
Nothing concrete, but we could check around the volcano. It spews out all kinds of stuff. Maybe there's something we can use.
Awesome! Let's go! Paimon's gonna find something scorching hot and then throw it in that stupid mushroom's face!
Oh shit! No, don't attack me! I don't want to kill you! You're my favorite saurians!
Hey, there should be some avatars of lava somewhere along this path. Their cores are really hot. It might be just what we need.
You know, when you think about how everyone jumped to help us like that, it seems like your tribe has been suspicious of the green mushrooms for a while.
Yeah, but without you, we would have never gotten this far. I mean, tons of people have tried that mushroom without a weird voice talking in their head.
Oh god, the mushrooms! The mushrooms!
So, even if you wanted to investigate, you had nowhere to start!
Yeah, this opportunity was a long time coming. Plus, the Sage Lord's arrogant attitude definitely triggered my tribe's competitive spirit.
Bold Malika isn't real, she can't hurt you. I don't want to take my chances.
Veressa doesn't seem competitive most of the time, though. Outside of training and fighting monsters, at least.
Yeah, well, I don't really like fighting or competing, to be honest. Simple day-to-day happiness is what matters to me. Still, I've learned a lot from Kojian-san. She taught me that strength is a means rather than an end. We get stronger so we can use our strength when it counts. Like during the Abyss invasion. Having the training to master my vision meant that I could do something to stop it. So, no matter how scared I feel, I know I have to be brave. Because people are counting on me.
I can tell there's a certain deep strength within you.
Thanks. It's a work in progress. I can only hope that one day I can be as brave as Lady Fiatena. Alright, we should keep looking.
Malika's rerun will be soon. If people are looking to pick her up, I need to... Oh gosh. I need to decide whether I'm going for that one.
Oh, looks like we can make this jump.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh! A falling rock!
That avatar of lava pushed it down. Come on, let's charge!
Charge?
This core should be perfect. Look, the phlogiston inside it is still active.
In 2 to 3 months, 5 stars is impossible. I don't think it's impossible. I mean, maybe entirely free to play might be difficult. My first 5 star was Kaching at AR35. I mean, I got Kaching quite early. I got Kaching on my starter wish. My second starter wish. So I got her really, really early. It depends how lucky you get with wishing.
Oh, let's see! Woo! Hot!
A few more chunks like this and we should be good. Come on, let's keep heading up.
It also depends how quickly you rip through the content.
Headbutt! Here I go! Careful! 3 avatars of lava ahead! Oof. Charge! Right! Headbutt! Yeah! Yeah! It's justice o'clock! Da!
Oh no, not good! The volcano is acting up again!
Ah!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What is that?
I
It
was
looks like
frozen,
a
I
giant
couldn't move.
weasel thief. Is that a great Tolan weasel thief or something?
We call it a furnace shell mountain weasel. It's very aggressive, so be careful. Headbutt! Hero incoming!
Done.
What a great haul! A bunch of seeing eyes, and this thing the weasel used to spew out fire!
I think that's its back armor. It shoots out phlogiston, so it can pretty much attack from all directions. My dad told me about them once. Creatures that live in the volcano. I can't believe we actually ran into one. This piece of armor might produce even higher temperatures than the seeing eyes. We'll get those mushrooms super hot this time.
That's true dedication. Yeah, Six Snake has ripped through the game really fucking quickly. So I was like, probably impossible if you're playing it slowly, but if you've ripped through every bit of content that the game has put out,
Oh, well,
and every
even though
single
I don't
chest.
like fighting, sometimes you don't have a choice. So, I've tried to figure out a bunch of different ways to get myself in the zone. For example, I've read a lot of stories about heroes, and my favorite hero has always been Fiatenna, the one I mentioned before. Fiatenna's most iconic feature was her mask, so I decided to make one just like hers.
Aww.
So now, whenever I wear the mask, it's like there's a little piece of her with me. If I want to honor her legacy, I have no choice but to be brave. At the same time, though, I guess it's kind of like a crutch. Kind of like I'm hiding behind her strength.
Oh, you really think so?
Really? It's just, I feel like I need to take it off one day and face things alone. But the longer I put off taking that step, the more impossible it feels. I don't know if I have it in me.
See, I don't know whether this is just social anxiety or whether they're trying to make your autism coded, but either way, I'm here for it.
Yeah, you had the courage to make that decision, and that's what adventuring is all about. Fighting is just a small part of it.
I used to look I would need for university on that pool. Yeah, no, I got Kaching off of a starter wish. And then I don't remember who my next 5-star was.
Oh,
Laura's first 2 5-stars came off of the same temple, and I just... It's beginner luck, it's insane.
Besides, Paimon thinks thinks you're doing a great job. Just take your time. It's not a race.
Thanks for believing in me, you two. I've learned so much.
Till January, I lost 15 50-50s in 40 months. Jesus Christ. Oh no, you're making me so nervous because I have to finish attempting Xianyun's banner during this stream. I'm on, my pity's like 59. I've got enough wishes to get to 50-50, but because I want to have a go at Xianyun, if I go to 50-50 and I lose, I can't keep going.
And I won't give up. Not until I can face things on my own. After that pep talk, I feel like my appetite is back in full force.
Jesus Christ, Vanessa. Mona and I, the back-to-back was wild. It was! That's why I screamed, and that's why in the clip of you doing that, I screamed at full volume. I only lost one 50-50. I was playing for Xianyun and got Tainari. Tainari is one of the better standard 5 stars, so that's not the worst.
You're hungry already? Paimon hasn't even finished digesting her last meal.
Come on, let's head back to the tribe. We'll earn that mushroom's recognition this time for sure.
I think if next time I lose my 50-50, please let it not be today, but I want Mizuki to fall off the banner. 6 limited 5 stars plus 2 from this year's Lantern Rite. Plus 5 out of 6 limited 50-50s. Don't like that guy, he's C2. Oh, he's very usable, is Tainari. You're missing an underground waypoint. Am I? Where? How do I get to it? I imagine, is there an underground bit here? I will find it eventually, but I know I don't have all of them in this region because I haven't got the achievement. But I need to sort that out at some point. Need to jump off the edge again. But yeah, I don't know how many. Hang on. Let's just do this in midair because that's fine. How many 5 stars do I have? So Lolly's 1. Risley's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8.
1, 2.
I got 8
3,
limited,
3.
and then 3. Five. I've got a lot of 5 stars. I've been in this game a lot longer than Laura has been.
And we found a bunch of stuff to use.
Missing an unmarked waypoint on the small island too. Okay. I will look it up on the interwebs after this.
Great. We're almost done with the preparations on our side too.
I've managed to get these iron chunks red hot. We should be good to go.
Yeah, and since we need really high temperatures, I brought the best stove I could find.
And I got a bunch of buckets of lava on standby if we need more fuel.
Just casually went and grabbed some lava. Okay, he sounds a little bit deranged. I mean, to be fair, we are doing all of this for a mushroom. Yeah, we'll see. I still haven't built Risley. I just he's hot and I wanted him. I haven't done Fontaine's story yet, so it's kind of hard to level him because none of the map is unlocked up there. 55p and guaranteed. I mean, well, keep on grinding. There's plenty of promo gems available up for grabs at the minute. And we've got... Is she in the next update, or is she in... So obviously we got the second half of 5.5. Is she in 5.6 or in 5.7? I can't remember who's in the upcoming banners. My brain's gone dead. We're gearing up for a fight, not cooking a few mushrooms. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but the things we brought aren't your typical cooking utensils either.
Well, that mushroom started it, right, everyone? Disrespecting Veressa and her guest of honor.
Yeah, we'll see what sort of excuses it can come up with this time. Thanks for the help, everyone. It really means a lot.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we have here. Huh? The armor of a furnace shell mountain weasel? Don't tell me you went into the volcano.
After doing Fontaine's story, I needed to have Farina, so I have Farina at level 90 with max level talents and a level 90 signature weapon. Yeah, so you triple crowned her. See, I'm worried that I'm gonna want Farina, because I've passed her up every time. But I haven't done the story. I have a horrible feeling that I'm gonna want Farina, and I have an even worse feeling that Laura's gonna want Farina because she has Nouvellette. And I have a feeling she's gonna want them both. I presume that's an R1 signature weapon 6 and 8 and that you haven't just absolutely have a few triple crown characters. I don't yet because I'm bad at grinding. But I'm working towards Yanfei first because she was my OG main and she's carried me through the whole game. I've crowned one of her talents, I need to do the other two. And then it will be going through my actual like 5 stars. Get well soon, thanks. I've got a bit of a cold still. I'm trying to kick it in the butt. So that I can go see my granddad, because my granddad's going through, well, has just came off of chemo, so I want to get to see him. He's a Xianyun. Got 105 wishes, my luck is ass. Still gonna take a run at pulling Xianyun because I want Malvika. Everina's on the 1-day wish list. She may go up after you play the story. Me and Laura both need to play Fontaine.
No, it erupted out of nowhere, and then the weasel appeared, and then, well, anyway, we got
Laura's
this
other
in the end.
message. Malvika has been a chokehold. I mean, I wish.
Either way, this is something special. Back when I was training to be a chef, I studied the effect of temperature on different ingredients.
Ooh.
This kind of armor produces intense localized heat. It's great for fish because you can get a nice sear on one side without overcooking the other.
Fish.
Anyway, let's get started. The mushrooms are all ready to go.
This whole quest is just make
Alright,
Maddie hungry
let's go.
challenge. And it's winning. If you had to explain this quest to somebody,
Whoa,
they would
the
think that
fragrance is so
he
much
was
more
having a
intense.
fever dream.
And what's with this weird mist?
It's gonna be spores, isn't it?
Wait, no, something's not right.
Do you believe in Bob Malvika? Oh no. Oh no! We're high. We're tripping balls, guys. Someone call an ambulance. I need to, like, yeah.
Where are
Me
we?
and Polons
Where did everyone go?
don't get along.
I have no idea. We just showed up here. I can't see the others anymore.
Huh? Is something wrong?
That's a cuddle. Chief, we don't know where we are.
What? I know it's hard to see through this mist, but aren't you here at the tribe with the rest of us?
You don't feel anything strange?
No. What are you feeling?
This must be the Sage Lord's trick, but it's only affecting the three of us. Why not the others?
Because you are the only worthy devotees, of course.
There's so much food in this game. It's
Evil
true.
jerk of a mushroom, so this is what you look like.
Oh my god.
He does look a bit more evil than the other mushrooms we met.
Evil.
I am no longer concerned with your insolence. On the contrary, I am satisfied with your performance. So, as promised, you shall have the answers
Oh
you
my god,
seek.
dude, stop gyrating. It's so uncomfortable.
Of course, I have a goal of my own. Let me reiterate once more. The great sage lord of fungi, that would be me, is extending you the honor of becoming my subjects.
The only way anyone's serving you is on a platter.
Now, don't be hasty. It's inadvisable to speak in absolutes. You refuse only because you have yet to witness my miracles. Cherish this opportunity. It may not come again. As you know, Tivat is not a peaceful place. The gods wage war against one another. Monsters roam the land. Humans live in squalor. But then, humanity discovered me and learned that I could grant them unlimited power to fell even the most fearsome of enemies.
If we want to become strong, we just have to eat this.
Woohoo!
Those monsters are no match for me!
And so, the humans worshipped me as their savior. And in return, I revealed my identity as the Sage Lord of Fungi.
You really expect us to believe that? Besides, as far as enemies go, a few puny fungi aren't that fearsome.
Such arrogance! Take that back and apologize before I lose my temper.
What, you gonna do?
You wish.
Gyrate at me?
I mean, those monsters really don't look that scary. Not the kind you'd need a miracle to defeat, anyway.
You insignificant mortals boast of strength? Very well. Then prove it!
Okay.
Heads up! It's justice o'clock! Headbutt!
There we go. Done.
Well fought! You see? You ate a fair amount of my clones, and now look what you can do. Huh. My eye for subjects is as discerning as ever.
Huh. Weren't we insignificant mortals just a second ago? Weird.
Weird.
I'll admit, you're not entirely useless, but my miracles are even greater than you can imagine.
Okay.
No, don't just... another cryptic one-liner and another disappearing act? It's gotta be a mushroom thing at this point. Well, what should we do? Follow him?
Yeah, let's go. I think he's trying to tell us a story, although I'm not sure if I like the plot.
Y'all gets my idea for free clean heat energy. It's quite humane. I just don't want every single bone in my body to be broken by a Malvika.
I soon became humanity's faith, and, with my power, created countless clones, with which I could bestow upon them an endless source of sustenance. Food is a scarce resource. A faith that provides for the needs of the flesh is the most practical and noble of all. And as my subjects gave themselves in service, either as civilians or warriors. I rewarded them with mushrooms in proportion to their contribution. The most exceptional among them could receive as many as 20 mushrooms a day.
20 mushrooms a day?
That's it?
What are you insinuating? Are mushrooms not enough?
Well, it's possible people couldn't afford to be picky back then.
Yeah, but now even Saurians have more options than that.
Sustenance and strength. Such are the pillars of faith. So what do you think? A pretty enticing offer, wouldn't you agree? Once you become my subjects, all you have to do is build a civilization dedicated to the mushrooms. And then...
Hold on.
What do you mean, what happened next?
Right. If the humans dedicated themselves in service to you, then shouldn't you have your own tribe at this point? Or even your own nation? But I've read a lot of woven scrolls about the heroes of Natlan. And I've never come across anything about some kind of mushroom savior.
This isn't
Of
gonna
course
be in
not.
Natlan.
I was in a different nation at the time. I don't suppose you know their history, too.
You mean to Sumeru?
Yeah, and we didn't hear anything about a mushroom civilization.
I never said it was Sumeru. I have no idea where that assumption is coming from.
Because fungi are creatures from Sumeru.
A trivial detail. You know what? You don't deserve to know what happened next.
And then you don't deserve our faith either.
Yeah, if you want us to respect you, stop being so secretive.
Somebody got a
True.
nuke? 1 second.
If we don't know how the story ends, it doesn't hold much weight now, does it?
All right, fine. Same rules as before. If you want the truth, you'll have to use your wits to earn it.
Okay.
If you fail to prove your worth, good luck getting another detail out of me.
He ran off. Come on, after him.
Oh. Uh-huh. Right.
Mysterious.
He jumped down from
hole.
here. So it looks like we just need to...
Hold on.
Is something wrong, Traveler?
Something off about his motive.
Off? How?
That's how I feel too. Based on his personality, if he won't tell us how things turned out in the end, it must be because it's not something he can brag about.
Hey, stop taking my place. I'm the only bot here. Hell yeah.
Besides, how did he even get from Sumeru to Natlan?
Bots are welcome if they're not
Seems
trying
like
to
he's
sell me
avoiding that
anything.
subject too. And through it all, he still hasn't given up on recruiting us. Even though he's in for a rude awakening.
Yeah. He seemed pretty annoyed with our questions. Why not just kick us to the curb?
That does remind me, actually. I saw on my mum's Facebook on a post, an old post, weirdly, that there was an AI, like, account that was trying to, like, flirt with her. It's so obviously AI from my perspective. My parents, I think, were convinced it was some kind of, like, Nigerian prince scam. But it's just like it was just like paragraphs of like pretty well like grammared English, like responding to keywords in the message without picking up on the tone. It was so obviously AI.
But why?
Let's go after him.
All right, sounds like a plan. Let's go.
I was cracking up reading the messages though. Oh my god, what the hell?
Catch me if you can! If you can figure out which way to go, of course.
Absolutely insufferable. Come on, let's find him.
Yeah! Running late, leave this to me. I'll clear a path for you. I think we can get these mushrooms to form a path. We just need to wait for the right timing.
Get a load of this!
Don't worry about me. I got this.
Hell yeah. I love Veressa so much.
Dead end?
Jump up. Let it give us a ride. All right, this should be good. Get ready and jump!
Hell yeah. That was nice.
Backed into a corner, huh?
Oh no. He
We've
doesn't
got
look
you
very
this
happy.
time.
Why are we bullying this poor mushroom?
Well, that hurt, you know. You humans have such violent tendencies.
How did we lose him?
Not again. Although, I think I pulled something off of him.
A ball of mist. Oh no, it's spreading.
It's spores.
Ah, they're gonna eat us.
Gonna eat us!
Eat us.
Ungrateful humans! Oh, at this rate, I won't have any clones left.
Oh.
The more my clones are consumed, the less power I have. Oh, the situation grows dire.
The side scrolly bit is so pretty. It was.
Why must the humans eat so much? My power is all but spent, but it was still enough to control a single human at least. Now all of Sumeru knows how scrumptious my mushrooms are. So if I want to grow, I must relocate. And if I want it to happen fast, I need suitable environmental conditions.
Right, I'm gonna let this play, but I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So if it gets stuck, I'm sorry.
You! Take me somewhere hot. The hotter the better.
Yes, my lord.
Is this the place, human?
Yes. This is a volcano in a land far to the west. The temperatures here get very high. It should be a most suitable location for your lordship to regain his strength. I shall now find a good place to plant you, my lord, so that your mycelial majesty may take root in this fertile land.
Yes, proceed. Huh? An earthquake? No, a volcanic eruption! Ah!
Come back.
So that's how it ended. No wonder you tried to hide it from us. It's pretty embarrassing.
I thought he said people formed communities around this mushroom and used it as their main source of food.
Yeah, but it looks like his following got too big and he couldn't keep up with the demand.
Huh. He used the mushrooms as his main recruitment tactic. But then the situation got out of control.
And it seems like his power is proportional to the number of clones he has.
Which means the more mushrooms the humans ate, the less powerful he became, right?
Wow. So his following didn't last long.
Nope, which explains why there aren't any records about some kind of mushroom civilization. In the end, he mind-controlled a human to bring him to Natlan and then got buried under a pile of volcanic rocks.
Yeah, for who knows how long. When we were talking to him earlier, he seemed kind of, out of touch, you know?
Well, he has been living under a rock, so...
Literally.
that checks out. But clearing out this area for your orchard finally allowed him to start regaining his power.
Yeah, that sounds right. My parents always thought it was so weird that mushrooms kept popping up around the orchard no matter what we did. Now it makes sense. Wait, but if everything we saw is true, that means this mushroom has mind control powers or something? That's a recipe for disaster.
Hold on. Do you remember what he showed us? A group of humans worshipping a giant mushroom. It just doesn't make sense. They must have been mind controlled. But when he started running out of power, he couldn't keep it up.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why he doesn't seem to be able to control us either.
We understand now why it has to be us.
Oh? Why?
I'll explain on the way.
All right. Then let's find this mushroom.
Ooh, big chest, big chest, big chest, big chest! Give it to me!
Time to roll! Gotta steer clear of other people.
Oh, the environment changed again. Nothing to phase Paimon at this point.
Let's keep looking. He can't hide forever.
Try again. Oh no, teleported us over here. Handy.
Hurry up, Brassa! Wow, wow! Turn! Volcano, kablam!
So you made it this far. Impressive. In that case...
He hid himself in the statue. What should we do? Actually, that checks out. We're just gonna smash it, right? Cool.
Look out below! Hero incoming! It's justice o'clock! Jump!
Born of ice and frost. Did I miscalculate?
Shit.
Too strong! Boost! Heads up! Hero incoming! It's justice o'clock! Headbutt!
Smash.
We've got you this time, nasty mushroom. We know all your schemes.
I think that the red mushroom is supposed to bring you across, but I fell off and then got teleported, so that works too.
We thought you were just a mushroom that happened to taste good. But now we know how dangerous you are, so we have to stop you.
Huh. It would seem you're not completely devoid of intelligence. Fitting for my future subjects. Still, you're overlooking a very important detail. Did you think I was running away because I was scared? Well, this is a world of my creation. My will rules supreme. My schemes have been exposed, you say. No matter. My goal has already been achieved.
What?
Although I prefer to call myself the Sage Lord of Fungi, in the human tongue, I am known by another name. You now behold the god Bifrons, the sole protagonist in this endless carnage!
So you're a god.
Indeed, foolish, shallow, and ungrateful humans! Have you forgotten your savior during this time of war? I am the god who's protecting countless of your kind during this Archon War.
Archon. Jesus, he's for all the way back in the Archon War. Just finished all the Geo regions 100%. Now all I need is Dragon Spine and I'll have a third to that done. Woo!
You have no food in which to satiate your hunger, no means with which to counter the hordes of monsters, and the gods loom overhead, capable of reducing you to ashes with a simple snap of their fingers. Just one word, and you could have had my protection. But now, that opportunity is lost forever, and you only have your own stupidity and arrogance to blame. No matter, my plan has already succeeded. What you saw when you cooked the mushrooms was not mist, but spores, set to sprout into green mushrooms very soon. And that's where their true power lies. Because, given a bit of time to grow, green mushrooms will multiply exponentially. You see, considering my current level of power,
He's
I had
so
no way to create
evil.
large number of clones. Unless, of course, I had access to a source of extreme heat. And you delivered one to me on a silver platter. That was my plan all along.
So, you kept running away from us because you needed to buy time?
Precisely. Before long, the green mushrooms will multiply at an unstoppable rate, allowing me to return to the peak of my power. Then, I shall reclaim my dignity and status as a god, achieve victory in the Archon War, and take revenge on Sumeru.
No, you're tasty. I will eat you.
You have no concept of time, do you? Newsflash, the Archon War is old news, buddy.
Nonsense! Is that not the source of your suffering? All I hear in this land is war this and war that. If you fear the Archon War, all the more reason to cower behind the protection of a god.
Pretty sure they're talking about the war against the Abyss.
Huh?
The Archon War? I guess I've heard about that once or twice, but only from Outlanders.
Ha! I see what's going on here. You're using lies and trickery to befuddle me.
Befuddled.
You know, my original plan was to imprison you here until the end of time. But now, I have a better idea. Once nothing is left of this land but an endless field of mushrooms, I'll set you free. You get the honor of witnessing that despair in person. Now, I was going to offer you a glimmer of hope by allowing you to pledge yourselves to me and take on the burden of managing my kingdom. But now, the deal is off.
It's an empty deal from the start.
What did you say?
We weren't chosen because you saw something in us. We were your only option.
The Traveler explained everything. The only reason I could hear you is because I've eaten so many mushrooms over the years.
Yeah, and Paimon ate a whole bunch during the competition. Paimon's small, so it didn't take as many mushrooms for her to be affected.
And I happen to have a special constitution.
Point being, most people would have to eat a monstrous amount of mushrooms to even hear you over the buzz of a mosquito. So you latched onto us as a group of people who can actually hear your voice. In other words...
You're too weak.
You said your mushrooms need time to grow. Which means you don't have enough power to keep us here.
I may not have my former strength, but keeping a few humans right where I want them is a small task. Unless you think you can take on a creature as vicious and powerful as the Jade-Plume Terrashroom.
Mushroom chicken.
Because you definitely can't. Right?
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, if he was telling the truth, we need to get back to the tribe as soon as possible.
My friend yaps more than Paimon.
Oh, no! You must be bluffing! A few measly humans couldn't possibly be that powerful. And what's this about a war against the Abyss? Hey, I want answers!
Paimon's not gonna waste one more word on this guy. Let's go!
Bye. Chicken and mushroom.
What should we do?
Worried? Ha ha ha! Don't be. It's just a few mushrooms. Atoli!
Get ready to feed!
Woohoo! Veressa could probably do this just by herself. The Salt Bay. Let's go. It's your time to shine, Veressa. Oh, we still don't have an ether voice, do we? I mean, we never hear ether speak anyway.
More, please.
Yeah, we don't need anybody else to eat any mushrooms. Hum num num. Oh my god. Even the Fatui are getting in on it. I love it.
Stop this at once!
You little baby.
What a great meal. Thanks, everyone. I feel like a whole new me.
And with that, we took care of all the green mushrooms. Now, care to tell me what happened earlier? It was lights out for all three of you. Someone planted a god in Veressa's orchard, and she's been eating it ever since.
What a fucking line!
We know not every god that's still around is super strong, but this one reached a whole new low.
Can't imagine the bar getting any lower than that.
Also, didn't he have his facts all wrong? He kept going on about some kind of Archon War.
Ah, well, Natlan was never part of the Archon War, so it rarely comes up around these parts. It makes sense that you don't know much about it, Veressa.
Whoa, hold on. Are you serious?
Of course. The infighting between the dragons pretty much took over everything. So, there was no room for the gods to join in.
Fair.
Yep, that checks out. Living under a rock all those years, Mushroom God wakes up, thinking it's still the Archon War, and tries to use that to convince people to worship him.
Little did he know, our lives are much better now than in the Age of the Dragons.
So what do we do now? It can't be easy to slay a god.
I guess it's back to business as usual. As long as we keep picking the green mushrooms, that god is just a tasty mushroom at the end of the day. Actually, Traveler? Can I borrow you for a minute?
Mm-hmm. We're almost done.
Alright, here's good. So, it's not anything super important. I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your encouragement gave me the courage to investigate the green mushrooms and helped me resolve a threat to my tribe. And maybe this sounds weird considering everything, but it was a really awesome adventure. I had fun.
Me too. It's an adventure I remember for a long time.
Oh, why's that?
You got your chance to shine as a hero.
You're right. I never thought my appetite would save the day. It's pretty surreal. But it's like you said. All it takes is a little patience and perseverance, and my time will come.
Aww.
If I start to doubt myself in the future, all I need to do is think of this experience and everything I've learned along the way.
Hey, you two! Akata was saying that since a scholar from Sumeru warned the tribe about the mushrooms, someone there must know about the mushroom god. Should we go check it out? Couldn't hurt to get more information.
Oh, good point. But if we're heading to the academia, I need to get permission from Uncle Akatl first.
Are we still going?
Right. And it's not a quick trip. We have to cross the whole desert.
Why don't we just ask the Adventurers Guild?
Good idea. Let's check it out.
Oh, okay, phew. Oh my god, I thought we were done. Apparently not. Hopefully we could just go and speak to... Yeah. I just gotta finish up this quest. Do some wishing, eat some food, and then I'll be on. Catherine!
Oh, it's back. And isn't that Tainari?
Tainari!
Word from the speaker's chamber was that an Emerta scholar happened to be conducting research in the area. So they helped me to get in touch.
Oh, Tainari's voice also isn't back. It's been a while, you two. So you're the ones looking into the Sage Lord of Fungi.
Yep, you're an expert, so you must know all about
I
it,
thought
right?
it might have been Tainari. To those in the Murtadarshan, his case is well known as part of ecological history. His power is tied to the number of clones, so at one point he possessed a truly fearsome form, but his clones diminished in number. He got smaller and smaller, till he couldn't hold any physical form at all. Me and Laura are completely not around tomorrow for some reason. That's fine, I'll allow it. And so he became impossible to track. Scholars could only keep tabs on him by monitoring what remains of his clones. So now I'm learning his true form fled to Natlan.
Yeah, the mushrooms started popping up in our orchard not too long ago.
Yeah. I mean, the voices have been coming back. I'm just a bit nervous about how the strike is going to resolve itself now, because it's just gotten so toxic and messy. And a little bit embarrassing for some people. He has very few clones now, so there's nothing to worry about. Feel free to use the mushrooms as you see fit. They really are delicious. Of course, in the interest of research, I'd prefer to send a few scholars from Darshan to monitor the situation every so often. What do you say? I wanted to get your permission before submitting a formal request to the Six Speakers Chamber.
Of course. You're welcome anytime. That's a huge help, actually. I wanted to ask, though. You said what remains of his clones? Does that mean there are clones outside of Natlan? Even now?
Oh yes, there's a huge one beneath the chasm. Zamaran is its name? Its mycelium structure is stunning and is capable of human speech.
Whoa, that sounds amazing!
Took a long time to grow to its form. Thankfully, Zamaran isn't a green cat mushroom, so it's no danger to us. And I believe its mind has been separated from the mushroom god for a very long time. I doubt there's a connection between them anymore.
We should go see Zamaran one of these days!
Ooh, I'll come. It'll be nice to interact with a friendly mushroom for once.
Friendly is right. This one's definitely not for eating.
I would never.
She would. Right. Bonus reward claimed. We are done. But for another 27 minutes. I could stream at some point when we all play. I could. Maybe when I'm back at work. So we're about to head into exam season. If at some point I just do not want to stream on a Monday or a Tuesday during my normal slot, I might stream PUBG instead. But not today, because I streamed this today. Right, I am on 59p. That means I've got like 3 tenfolds max before something drops off this banner. If I lose the 50-50, I'm gonna cry. Because I cannot allow myself to go and try again. But yeah, basically in any of the next temples it could come. Like the next 3 temples. Pulling a bird. I am trying. I'm trying. Laura says... What? Laura says what? Oh, there we go. Laura spoke her own. I believe. Speaking of belief, where is it? I believe. That's what this emote means. If anyone is a subscriber. She looks like a school teacher. She does, but like in a good way. Right. 65 wishes. I'm trying to preserve as many as I can for Xianyun. I've still got one more event to do. And I've got a Welkin and daily commissions and such, but... Okay. It's It's really making me wait, goddammit. The Unsun constellation, maybe? Oh! Sarah. Nice. Has adverts and the sound is on her laptop. Oh no! Well, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I got a Sarah constellation, and she's not even on the fucking banner. You will get Mizuki. Don't! Sway Milk, do not bring that energy into my stream. If I get Mizuki now, I will be upset, but then also happy because out of all of the standard banners, I probably want her the most. But it means that I would have missed Third Lady. There it is. I think once the 5-star arrives... Yeah, I'm sorry about I didn't see the ad pop-up thing, or I would have sneezed it. Once the 5-star arrives, it's even worse. Oh, come on. As long as it's not deer, then that's not, like, devastating, I guess. Oh, gosh. Please. I've got this, like, horrible pit in my stomach. I have a feeling I've lost my 50-50. Chi-Chi, then. I have Chi-Chi built, so that wouldn't be devastating. Hi, shivers. That made me feel sick. I was like, no! No, it's 4-star, it's 4-star, it's 4-star, I'm good. Oh my god, I got
sweet change in one's appearance and you barely recognize me. Then let one dispel any doubt. One is in all things unconstrained and unabashed, free to live as one pleases, go where one desires, and journey with whomsoever one wishes. Nevertheless, in light of one's considerable renown, please call me Xianyun in public.
Xianyun. I love her! Oh my god, I was so... You got Granny. I got Granny twice. I got 2 Grannies. Oh gosh. So 45 wishes to carry over into Xianyun's banner. Good god, that's loud. It is. Was it?
Leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them.
Okay.
If you wish to hear it.
Was it playing twice for other people? Was it just playing once? Ganyu and Shenhe would be so happy. They will be! Mother is here! One more 5-star down that I really, 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 really wanted. You will be next. You will be next! And then I'll be out of wishes and won't be able to wish for a while. Probably. I have Shenhe for my first banner. I love Shenhe. Shenhe is probably my favourite character lore-wise. I don't have a fully built yet. Partly because I don't have a boss unlocked and I need Laura to help me. Secondly, I have shit luck. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have shit luck when it comes to pulling poems. Garbage luck, actually. But she's so pretty. She's lore-wise great. Who else is it that I'm desperate to get? Venti I do not give a damn about, so which is good. Child, I would cry if I got Child on my account. I do not want him. He drives me up the fucking wall. I wouldn't mind Zhongli, but I am not super upset about it. Hu Towers would be one that I'd be like happy to get, but I don't pull on pyro characters because I have Yonfei, and I build her out really well. Ayaka I would like, but I have a lot of the cryo peeps. Like, who am I missing? Eula, Ayaka. Is that it? Yes. I like Cryo. I just fall in love with them. She's cute. Sitlolly for me is the cutest character. Just like her, the way that she carries herself. Oh my god, Queen. She's exactly my type in every single conceivable way. But yeah, there's a lot of characters that I would like to have. I'm desperate to have Sino. Desperate to have Sino. But like, I'm at the point now where I'm not pulling for characters because mechanically I need them. I'm pulling for characters because I love them as people. Okay, I have some of her stuff. So I can level her up. What's her boss stuff? Oh, I have her boss stuff too! Yes! Yes! Like, grinding for Cephos on Laura's account is gonna come to something. Oh, do I have the Mora to be doing this? Do I care? I feel like
Wherever in this world I go,
I feel like the acquaint off of your
I carry
5-star pull has got to be lucky, right? No. No!
of my home.
Yes.
This blade. It is the last link I have
God.
to the land
Why
of
is
my
Ganyu
birth.
dead? What the fuck is happening? Oh my god, there's a
Scenery
moth
is
in here.
wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wife.
But yes, I have one more character. Pretty damn soon I'm going to be in Suffertown again because I want another one. But
time to go.
I'm going to keep grinding my butt off every single day until I get enough. I mean, I have... Who's this? Is that artifacts? Sorry. Jesus Christ. Oh, my apologies. Okay, I still have all of this to do. Which is... 80... 160... 240... And then... Yeah, a good amount. Boosted artifact drop 3 times a day. Perfect! I need to do a lot more artifact grinding. But, have I still got test runs unlocked? Oh shit, I never did Varesses. Let's do Varesses so I can cry about, you need some meds. Maybe I do. It's just the residual. Yuck.
Running late again. Running late again.
Yeah, I really want Veressa. I'm going to be waiting for her rerun. Because I also really wanted Xianyun.
Justice will prevail! Drop your weapon! Headbutt! It's justice o'clock! Heads up!
them.